Hello, my name is Allie Ferrera, and I would like to share with you the story of my daughter, Miriam Jordan Ferrera. We call her Mira. My husband and I were very ready for a baby when we found out I was pregnant. We had been trying for about 9 months. Our pregnancy was very complicated right from the beginning. I was initially diagnosed with a blighted ovum at just shy of 6 weeks. However, a couple weeks later, that was deemed a medical mistake, as our beautiful baby had an excellent heart rate of 141 beats per minute. And we were told everything was fine, fluke, nothing to worry about. So we had 4 weeks then of pretty much bliss in our pregnancy, and then 12 weeks hit, and a routine ultrasound showed concerns for hydrocephalus in our baby, and we were sent immediately to a specialist to look further. That specialist confirmed that there was indeed hydrocephalus, and it was very severe. At that time, we were pushed rather hard to immediately terminate the pregnancy. However, that just doesn't align with my husband and I's beliefs. We certainly would support someone else who wanted to make the choice in these terrible circumstances, but that isn't what we wanted. Especially at that time, the doctors were not telling us necessarily that our baby wouldn't live, but just that our baby would be disabled. They tried a few tactics to get us to go through with that, but we persevered that we weren't interested. Saw a different doctor at 14 weeks who confirmed again the hydrocephalus and also found some other concerns. I had already reached out to CHOP on my own to ask for a second opinion, and they agreed to see us at 18 weeks when I would be far enough along for all the tests they would do. So at 18 weeks, I went down, we had some tests in the meantime, each time kind of showing something worse. We went down to Philadelphia and had that full day evaluation that I know some of you seeing this are probably familiar with. For those that aren't, they basically do MRIs, ultrasounds, tests on every single part of your baby, and lots of consults telling about history to try and figure out what's going on and what they can do to help ultimately. At the end of the day, we sat down and had a consultation with the doctor, and she explained to us that Mira had severe hydrocephalus, as we knew, abnormalities in her spine, abnormalities in her kidneys, her bladder, her stomach, her heart, and virtually every part of her body. The most severe of which was the hydrocephalus, which was impacting her functioning to the point that she would not be able to breathe on her own, swallow, function in any way, really move her arms or legs, or have control over her body. At that time, we decided to choose palliative care for our daughter, since surgeries might give us a few more hours, even a day with her, but it would be a day full of pain. So we chose comfort care only, which is called palliative care. We had the wonderful support of CHOP and 3 Little Birds through the rest of my pregnancy. They supported my husband and I very well, and we spent the rest of the pregnancy really just bonding with Mira, as we had right from the beginning. We read her books, we sang her songs. I don't sing well, but she seemed to enjoy it. We had her meet people, we took her places, we tried to cram a lifetime into my pregnancy, and it was very difficult, but it was also very beautiful, and I often say it was the hardest but most important thing I've ever done. And then that day came on December 18th, 2017. I had a C-section at 34 weeks with Mira. At that point, her head was getting too large for my body to continue to support, and it was our best chance to meet her alive to deliver at that point. Had a C-section due to the size of her head from the hydrocephalus. We got to meet Mira alive. We had her with us for 53 minutes. We were terrified we wouldn't even get one, so as much as we wanted more, it was amazing to get those 53. We held her the entire time. We loved on her. I think I said 1,000 times how to her that I loved her and that she was beautiful, because my goodness, she was very beautiful. And then when she passed was one of the very hardest moments of my life, as I'm sure all of you can understand. And I do remember as she passed really breaking down and sobbing, and just what's always stuck with me is I remember yelling out, I wanted more time. And I know that's what we all wanted. We wanted more time with our babies. But after that moment, really, my husband and I often comment how we were both just filled with a sense of peace. We had gotten her alive. She had fought to meet us, and we had those beautiful moments with her. And the next 3 days in the hospital, we filled with taking pictures, doing footprints, doing molds, making every memory possible, and we kept her with us for those 3 days, which I would encourage any mom to do. It was a great experience. And then I said the moment she died was probably one of the hardest moments of my life. The hardest moment was leaving the hospital without her. That felt so much more final. But we did it. We walked out of the hospital without her, me in a wheelchair, my husband pushing it, and our parents with us. And we took that long road home from Philadelphia back to where we live in Lancaster County. And every moment from there has been hard, especially in the beginning, the first 2 years. Every day since, there's lots of grief. And sometimes people expect that to go away, and it does not. But it does get easier to carry. It does get possible to find joy. And we have so much joy in knowing that we are Mira's parents. Though it'll always hurt that she isn't here, it fills us with great joy to know that we have a daughter who did this amazing miracle of having so many things wrong and still getting to meet us, still even being conceived with all these issues. And we find that to be a miracle. And we just like to concentrate on that joy when we can and let ourselves feel the grief when we need to. And so that's our family story. And we love to share it. We love to talk about Mira, and we continue to share her and plan to for the rest of our lives. Thank you.